Hi everyone, my name's Fleblitz and hope you're all doing well. I understand that at the moment times are very difficult considering with COVID-19. Hope you're all keeping your hands sparkly clean. Hope you all are well in the mind. I understand that it is a very easy thing to let fear and the unknown drive us into making decisions that we would not normally make, such as unfortunately herd shopping, however you want to call it, buying an unnecessary amount of things that you would normally would only buy one or two things of to get it through the week rather than getting it through us to our next lifetime. In the UK, there are three different places where you can rely on useful information regarding the virus. Number one is WHO, the second one being the NHS, and the third is your local government. And depending on the country which you are in, you will probably have other resources in which you can access information regarding COVID-19. Please follow government guidelines on what is best to do in regarding towards this situation. I understand that self-isolation for some people is an incredibly hard thing to do. Some people find socializing out there in pubs or restaurants a very comfortable thing to do because that is within our rota and that's what we love to do. But it is important to stress out that in these times we need to acknowledge that COVID-19 presents us with a problem with if we stay too close to one another, then not only could we be infected, but we can also be a transmitter as well. Washing your hands regularly, always having that you have tissues on hand, such as like these ones here, not sponsored by Boots, but just as an example, pocket tissues, other tissues that you can find nearby, alternatives like kitchen roll, or God for help, toilet roll, in case anything you can access if you, let's suppose say, can't reach your arm in time, I don't know. And why is it so important to self-isolate ourselves in these times is because there are people out there who unfortunately are unable to fight off this virus because they are either elderly or immunocompromised, which means that they have underlying medical conditions which doesn't allow their bodies to fight off the viruses as well as, let's say, a person who is A, healthy, and B, young, such as myself, 26 years old. And for us young and healthy people, it is important to understand that socializing and stuff face to face can actually transmit the virus from one to another. It's like any other virus, it's spread through either hand contact or air droplets when we cough or sneeze or do a lot of breathing. It's not something to be taken lightly, and unfortunately some people haven't heeded to this advice, which is bad because this is how the virus can infect many more people. But for all this, I'm just going to say that at the end of the tunnel, and there is an end to the tunnel, humans have faced off much worse than what we've already got at the moment. The Black Death, smallpox, Spanish flu, and a few other viruses or diseases or bacterial based stuff which has plagued humanity for hundreds of years, and we've survived through all of them. And it is the role of us healthy and young people to ensure that we don't transmit the virus if we have it. So if you've got symptoms or any amount, even if it's not a symptom of the virus, it could be sneezing, it could be anything else minor, just don't spend a lot of time with people like your household, household people, your family members, or if you live in a flat or so with some other people, just make sure that you're always spaced out and you're not too close to one another at all times, because that's how the virus gets everywhere. I know I sound like I'm repeating information over and over again, but it is important that we look after ourselves and at the same time then look after others. But keep calm about it, keep a good head on your head, think carefully, I'm very lucky myself where I live, and also my financial situation. I have no worries about that, but I understand for some people this is an incredibly tough time, and also a very easy time to stress out about it, considering maybe, well, when am I going to get next paid? When's this happening? When's that happening? When are we going to see the end of the tunnel approaching? There is one, but we don't know how long it's going to take to get there. Thank you all so much for watching. There will be videos in the future, more of the usual stuff that you normally see from me. Please take care of yourself, take care of your families and friends if you live with friends rather than family. Look after yourself, keep your hands clean, and we'll see you soon. Thank you all so much for watching, and take care of yourselves.